to Thursday and the trade. I mean, that's a name that had been linked to the Canucks. Nikita had been, but how long do you think sort of you'd been in the works to make this deal happen?
Yeah, as I said, when we, I think our last preseason game when Breespa went down there, we felt we were a little bit thin on the back end there, and then Susie got injured, and we felt that we needed to address it, and we've been checking around the league what's available, and Nikita was a name that it was out there in conversations earlier, and we talked internally here, and we felt there was a fit for us at this point.
Long-term interest, even going back to last summer, I would imagine, in a player like Nikita, who was going to be a UFA?
Yeah, I think that he's a unique in terms of size and ability to move in today's game and bring the hardness and a little bit of attitude character to back end. So definitely a guy that we, or guys had focused on.
So one element, I mean, he brings so much, Patrik, but there's the side, there's the bite that he plays with, and he can even add some offense. It's kind of that unique package that was pretty enticing.
Yeah, no, definitely, and especially with Quinn and Philip Roenick there being more of offensive-minded there. So we felt we needed to strengthen up a little bit there. The familiarity with Adam Foote going back to Colorado, and he played with a couple of players on our team too. So we were excited to get him here.
You mentioned Quinn and Philip. Did we see some of Nikita's impact last night? Their ice time, I think, was 22 and 21 minutes, where they've been up in the high 20s through most of November.
Yeah, I think we played our top four guys heavily here in November, and we had a very condensed schedule to start off with. So we felt that there was a needed to add a defenseman here to help our group and improve our team as well.
He has mostly played in a third pair role in Calgary, but obviously the Flames have a really deep blue line as well. Do you think coming to Vancouver here that there may be potential for him to grow into a top four role? Do you think he has that type of potential?
I think you've seen how Adam Foote and Goncha are running the bench with the defensemen, and I think they're really good in mix and match depending on the matchups. And this is just more opportunities for the coaches to make us better and have the right minutes for the players on the back end there.
And of course, he has an expiring contract. Do you think this could be a fit beyond this season?
Well, I think this is a great opportunity for both sides, for us to get to know Nikita better and for Nikita to get to know us better. So I hope we fit together and this can be a long term.
Jim has a history of making a lot of moves early when he was in Pittsburgh or whatever. Is this just the perfect storm? Is it part of Jim's rationale to get your work done early and don't be in a situation where you're pressed up against the deadline if you're trying to improve your team?
I think I'm extremely fortunate to have Jim Rutherford as my boss. With his experience, his knowledge around the league, and he's not afraid to improve his team, and I'm very thankful to have him to talk to every day and the support. So I've learned a lot over the years, and I can't say enough about Jim, but his priority is always to look at the big picture and improve our team.
Is there an update on the timeline for Susie? Is it still kind of the same as what we...
Still as the same 6 to 8 weeks, so I believe is soon halfway there.
When he comes back, you've got 4 left side guys. Rick's been reluctant or talked about preferring right, left. How much conversation did you have with the coaching staff about how this might fit once everybody's healthy?
Yeah, I know we always communicate. I always bring Rick and his coaching staff up to speed on some of the discussions I have with teams around the league, and we have players that can play their offside. Susie, Cole, Nikita, the last couple of weeks have played on his offside as well. So I think this is something the coaches will sort out once we get healthy.
What was the initial response from the coaching staff when you brought in a 6'6" defenseman who can skate?
Yeah, I know. As I said, they were familiar with him and have worked with him, and Jeremy Colleton had him in Chicago as well. So our staff did their due diligence, and I think what we were looking for and our need there with Susie going down, I think this was the priority, to get a more of a PK shutdown player coming in there.
I was going to say, how much of this is about the PK, which is started to leak a little bit in the last couple of
Yeah,
weeks.
no, and I think part of it is you overplay certain players and putting them in a tougher situation, tougher matchup. So it definitely was needed to add a defenseman here, and we were happy that Nikita was available.
What did you think? It's just one game. I know we're not going to rash judgment, but you got to win. He's playing the final minute, protecting the lead. He's on a pair with a 6'7" guy. I mean, what did that pairing look like to you last night?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Nikita was a little bit nervous. A lot of emotions going through him. I felt that he played his game. He played steady, simple. Good for the Tyler and Nikita to get the trust from the coaches to be out there, and they played. I thought they played a pretty simple, effective game.
There was a report that you recently met with Elias just to exchange dialogue. What was the message to Elias? Was it to reaffirm your interest in signing him to an extension?
I don't want to talk about what I do with the players or not. So,
But there is every.
But-
You've seen his performance. You've seen. Is he showing you what you always hoped?
yeah, I mean, I'm talking to. I believe in the partnership with players. I think they should be feeling comfortable coming down here. They should know where they stand. So, I try to talk to all the players.
We asked you about Ethan the other day, with cap space and everything. Is he still a possibility for you?
Yeah, I think, as I said the other day, I have a lot of respect for Ethan. I'm happy that he was able to win a gold medal at the World Championship, unfortunately getting injured there. I've stayed in contact with his agent, and we'll see. He's a UFA, and he knows what we are here in Vancouver and how we play, and I think that is one thing that I believe that could benefit him coming back from an injury like this. So we'll see when he's ready. We're going to continue to talk here.
How much are you willing to sort of share just the timeline here? Did you have the Zadorov deal sort of done and had to make the Beauvillier trade? Or are those two separate? I mean, clearly they're linked somehow, but...
Well, I think what you see is that cap space. When you have cap space, it gives you more flexibility, and one thing led to another in this particular case. And as I said, the conversation I have with Jim and options for us to improve our team is something that we're doing daily. And then sometimes there is a fit that comes up quicker, and sometimes it takes longer to make a deal.